A drive across our beautiful city would not be complete without encountering someone who simply frustrates the shit out of you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Silver Toyota Camry. As soon as I get on, I notice this. And then I tell myself, okay, keep an eye on that one. But then things seem to calm down. Then maybe a little too calm. Then I start to think, okay, you gotta get over, don't you? Come on, you know you gotta, nope. She's gonna stay right here. Okay, let's get past this ramp. Then hopefully she isn't going 35, oh no, the blinker. She's going 35 north. So right here, I think, okay, let's see if she gets over right away. If she does, I'll speed up a bit, pass her up, and then get into that lane. She doesn't. So I think, okay, I can get into this lane, speed up a bit to get by her, and if she needs to get over, she can do so. Nope, neither one. The one scenario I didn't want to be in. But okay, whatever. And then...
Welcome to Driving at SATX.
The driving on our streets is not getting any better. It's getting worse. I say this because it's slowly becoming a regular thing that the dash cam catches two stupid driving moves in the same clip. Watch this. So first we have Little Blue. This one up here, not this one back here. This one's okay. No, this one up here just came off the ramp from I-10 and now needs to move over to the far left lane, as this is the lane to take 35 north. There isn't a tremendous amount of room to get all the way over, but there's enough to do so, and safely. So the driver makes their way over to the exit lane with plenty of room to spare. But then, what's this? A big utility truck moved in front of Little Blue. It seems the truck needed to use the lane to get to 35 as well. But imagine the audacity of someone getting in front of you when there's room to do so. No, seriously, there are drivers that get upset simply because you got in the lane in front of them. Not cut them off, not cause a dangerous scene, just get in front of them. The nerve of someone that might need to go in the same direction on these roads that were made for everyone. So this driver has none of this and decides to jump out of the lane they need to be in, hit the gas, which is really wasting more fuel than necessary. And you may have noticed, but gasoline isn't exactly cheap these days. Jumps around this truck, and now take it back just a bit so I can point out, getting in front of this truck puts you right behind another vehicle on this one-lane ramp. So they burn extra fuel, then commit a violation, because when they get back into this lane, it's no longer legal to do so. And then gets right behind the other vehicle. Now, I said we caught two in one clip. Take a look at this driver. Notice this driver drove past these signs, these markings, this sign, and these markings before getting here, and then realized, oh hey, I need to be in that lane, and made a dangerous, illegal maneuver when there was plenty of opportunity to do this properly. And if they were lost, why are there so drivers that don't use GPS? I think this might be the dashcam's favorite intersection. Y'all probably recognize it by now. And here we are again. Approaching this intersection, there is a sign here that says left lane must turn left. If you have a license, you at least at one point knew your right and left, but I can't imagine ever forgetting them. Anyway, as we move forward, here is a sign just in case you did forget your left and right, with arrows to make it easier, along with markings on the ground. Again, because there are drivers that only stare at the ground in front of them as they drive. It's true, I've seen it. So now that we're here, take note of this red Nissan. Right about now, the driver of red Nissan has either just realized that she's in the wrong lane based on where she needs to go, despite the fair warning, or her plans have suddenly changed and now she needs to go straight instead of making this turn. So she does this little roll forward to assess the situation, but it looks like they're all kind of tightly grouped and she can't get a read on where she might be able to get in. So she tries a different approach. She rolls forward a bit more and turns on her blinker. Imagine that. So now here her blinker is on, and while it would be the courteous thing to let her over, these cars choose not to. I don't know what drivers gain from not letting people over, but it's like a sport around here. So her blinker deactivates as she straightens her wheel, which means she's no longer giving an indication that she would like to move over. This driver then proceeds as they have the right to do so. Now if she needs to go this way, she can make her turn and simply reroute and find another way. I mean, this is a long corner here. It's clear there are ways to get across here, so don't create a situation like this. This was just plain stupid. Here's another intersection that's somewhat popular for stupid moves. There's a stop sign here, and these cars can either turn this way or go that way, which then opens the option to turn right or left or continue straight. It's an odd spot for a stop sign with all these cars here waiting for a light. But it's a stop sign nonetheless. The concept of a stop sign is very simple, even if some drivers make it look like it's not. Stop. Then, once it's clear to safely go, you may go. So take this driver here. He just came up to the stop sign. He wants to make a right turn and then make a left turn. He can't go right now because we're all here looking at this red light. Once this light turns green, we all have a right of way, as opposed to him who's still sitting at a stop sign. Our light turns green, which changes things for us. We no longer have to stop. We can now go, but it changes nothing for the stop sign. He still has to wait for a chance to safely go with a clear path. This is not at all what that looks like. And in his rush to beat all of us, he takes a big chomp out of the curb. Boys and girls, when you allow yourself to be distracted while driving, it looks a whole hell of a lot worse than you think. Take a look at this young driver in this Mercedes. This driver just goes a couple hundred feet, and in that small distance gives any police officer several reasons to pull her over and find out what the hell is going on. She veers toward the middle of the road, brakes multiple times for no reason, then from the center of the road makes a right turn without using a signal. Someone come get your daughter and drive her home. All right, boys and girls, this is something we've covered, but already we need to go over it again. The far left lane is for passing. When we say passing, we mean other cars, not passing the time. When you sit in this lane and pass the time, you clog up the passing lane for other drivers who wish to get by. They may be speeding and you may not like it, but that's tough shit for you. It doesn't give you the right to commit your own violation and stay in the way. As you can see, this has cars jumping around on the right to get by because we have another person who is challenged by this concept. Here's our subject right here, just being a pain to everyone. So for the drivers that may have trouble identifying when they should move out of the lane, here it is right here. If you have nobody in front of you like this, and an open lane to the right of you like this, and then cars behind you like this, these are all indicators that you need to get your ass out of the left lane. Okay, so this one is for everyone, even people who do not drive. You know those carts they have at stores? Well, 1, they aren't toys. 2, they can cause damage to cars when not placed where they belong. So don't ever just leave a cart on a random spot in a parking lot. Also not cool is placing trash on the ground to keep the basket in place in that random spot in the parking lot. Because you know you shouldn't leave it here, and you know it's going to roll away and possibly hit a car. That would be littering on top of being an ass. I guess at least he took the trash with him. There are some points at which the street you're coming from is right near the entrance ramp to the highway like this. If you're coming out of here, there's not much room to build up your speed to enter the highway. If this is the case, and you know you have a car that's not going to speed up quickly, it would be best if you did not pull out in front of vehicles that did have room and used that room to pick up speed to get on the highway. But please, when you pull out and you are entering the highway, even if someone is not behind you, make an effort to get up to highway speeds as soon as you can. Just don't do anything the driver of this Chevy Cruze is doing. It's frustrating, but that's what it's like driving an SATX. Stay safe, everyone.